Hello and welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. Hey, it's the coffee break, and I got my main man, Kevin Howe, aka the One-Eyed Scout. What's up, Kevin?
Oh, nothing much, man. Glad to be here. Glad to be here today.
Okay, man. So let's jump right into this bad fella, man. Our last interview, man, it took off, man. It did great, man. Actually, we're just explaining the programs that you do, and so now I wanted to do a follow up, man, because you've been out there in the streets, okay, or you might want to say out there in the gyms, putting in some work, man. And so you just went to a event here a couple weeks ago, and tell us a little bit about it and what it was all about.
We were able to attend the Texas Association of Basketball Coaches. It was a live event, which meant that college coaches from across the country, all levels, could attend. So there were 495 high schools represented and over 350 college coaches.
Cool.
And so it was a great time to network. I got to meet people from Dallas, Paul Miranda. Got to meet Ball So Hard, Jeffrey Day, and Robert Carroll out of Houston.
Okay, now, when you shouting out names, your name dropping, man. Tell us a little bit about, some of the stats here. Give our audience,
Well, to put it in context, when my organization first started, Diamonds in the Rough, it was myself, Preston Ivory, who was my mentor, Robert Carroll, who was our lead scout, and Rodney Anderson, and remember we talked about Morris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So we branched off coming to San Antonio, replicating the success, replicating what we had learned in Houston, and so it was a time for me to go back and almost like a family reunion. So Rob Carroll got to take me around and introduce me to different people, and he had teamed up with Jeffrey Day, known as G-Day in Houston, with Ball So Hard Productions. And then another key link was Paul Miranda out of Dallas,
Okay.
who I look at to be very similar. He's just further along.
Okay.
And so trying to glean from these gentlemen, Houston, Dallas, and bring to San Antonio the things that have been successful so that our young men, young ladies have a better chance or more tools in their pocket to toolbox.
Okay.
So it was a great time.
Good. So let's get back to the tournament you went to, right?
Yes.
TABC, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you said it was over 450 teams there, or players?
495 teams.
Teams. Okay. So tell me, out of 495 teams, how did you select what players to watch or what games to watch? How'd that process go?
Well, first off, I wanted to look by school districts, and school districts that typically do well in the playoffs typically might have some seen, under recruited players, maybe some that needed some help with skill development, because that's also part of what we do. And so we mainly focused in on the Judson ISD,
Okay.
Northside ISD, Northeast ISD, Southwest ISD. All of those teams have had multiple runs, all of the school districts, multiple runs. And some of them have had all-state players very recently, and Judson ISD just had Kevin McQuayard.
Okay. Kevin who?
McQuayard.
Okay.
He was drafted out of Wagner. Played at Texas Tech, played at Kansas. But,
Okay.
so those are some of the.
Oh, is that the one went to Utah? Where'd he go?
I believe it was Utah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. Good.
So look at some of those rich traditions. and then, you know, with 495, you had to be selected. And so the first day, I did go out and look at Edison High School. Fit right into my schedule. And then the rest of the time was spent at Southwest Athletic Center in Carrollton. That's where the majority of the bigger teams were, majority of the coaches were. And that was where I was able to see more San Antonio teams compete against the Dallases and the Houston.
Well, say I was just gonna get ready to go there, man. So, you know, San Antonio basketball is, you know, it's coming up. It's rising. So, where do you see San Antonio basketball compared to the larger cities like Houston, Dallas, you know, those metropolitan areas?
I mean, it's no doubt. No, I mean, it's a fair criticism. And maybe people don't like it, but in the past, recent past, San Antonio has been behind both those cities. And you look no further than where the state championships have been going to. But what I will say, in this 25 class, 26, more so the 27 and 28, those freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors right now have fared very well against those out-of-town teams. I mean, Veterans Memorial, I'm really high on a kid named DJ Miller. And, you know, they beat South Houston, which has one of the top players out of Houston. So that was I won't say an eye-opener, but that was a very good look. And that's just naming one school right off the bat. But then, you know, we looked over at staying at Judson ISD. You know, you have Wagner. They have a transfer in, Jordan Thomas, and they have Trey Clark, who's a 4-star right now. And, you know, they performed very well. They had their showing, and then you have Judson High School, you know, and they have two very talented juniors, rising juniors, in Chris Gooden and Jalen Crittenden. And they have another returner, Gerald O'Neal, and that makes them a very difficult backcourt because you look at it, Jalen Crittenden, everybody that knows him, City is Red, picks up 94 feet. And he opened a lot of college coaches' eyes. We got a lot of feedback from different coaches. And Chris Gooden, everybody refers to him as Deuce. And the two of them, defensive pressure-wise, they're both about 6 foot, but tremendous defensive pressure automatically makes the ball go into the third ball handler's hand. And man, there's something to watch out there. Just amazing.
So you would say San Antonio basketball's future is looking pretty good?
Oh, it's looking better. I mean, it is. And then the younger grades coming up, and you know, we were at I attended the Road to Nationals this weekend, and I told you about that. And there was a Houston Hoops EYBL team, meaning they own the Nike circuit. All right, matched up with a team all day out of San Antonio. First time to watch this group, and it was in the 14-year-old, 15-year-old age range. But San Antonio team actually beat the Nike-sponsored EYBL team.
Nice.
And it was very interesting watching interaction because you had some rowdy Houston fans, some rowdy San Antonio fans, and it was all good natured. At the end, everybody hugged and moved on and congratulated the other party.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes.
You know, for a while there, parents can, you know, get a little, So that's good, man. Good. You had some
good experience.
Good experience, yeah.
And go ahead.
No. So I was gonna say,
right.
So Kevin, where I want to go? Okay. So okay. So
Can we do this?
go ahead.
The kid from Wagner is,
Do I need a question?
nah, it's DJ Jordan.
So you just
Gary
making a
Jordan.
statement?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. You know, it was great to watch Veterans Memorial play against a very good South Houston team, one of the top players out of Houston. And that Veterans Memorial team, led by Demarion Jordan, man, he's going to be one to watch.
Okay.
They're going to be a stout team based upon what I've heard.
Now, is that a San Antonio team?
Yes, sir. That's part
Okay.
of that Judson
Okay.
ISD.
Okay.
We got the Judson, a long time school, broke off in Wagner and Judson,
Okay.
and both of them filled up the power, and then they opened up a third school in Judson, and that was Veterans Memorial.
Okay.
And all three, and Veterans Memorial been to the last two
Yeah, I just
Final Four state and
Yeah.
state championships.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
And football-wise, they also have a young man that's going to Iowa State this year out of Veterans Memorial.
Well, look here. I'm gonna take a quick break and pay some bills. Okay.
All right.
Hey guys, if you guys tuned in, you've been watching TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. I'm sitting down here having a great conversation with Kevin Howe, aka the One Eye Scout, man. So you've been going around. So Kevin, now, I do want to say, man, since you joined TAN TV, you have a channel.
Yes.
And you have some very good interviews up, and we're going to have some ones in the future. Name some of the interviews that we'll may see in the future.
Well, we have Luis Acosta is a young man that has been in the gym, and he's got an opportunity to play with Quality Prep Academy, and that's going to be one of the first ones. Then we have a legend here in San Antonio, whether he wants to admit it or not. Coach Martin Cardenas was part of the Lanier High School basketball teams who went back-to-back to the state championship. They lost to Kendrick Perkins and Chris Bosh,
Okay.
but
Okay.
he's part of that group.
Big perk.
Big Perk, yes. And then we started something a little bit different. We're interviewing colleges, university coaches.
Okay.
And first up was the University of Dallas, Coach Matt Ron. And some of the questions that we asked were, how do you catch your attention? But more importantly, what makes you desire to get kids from San Antonio? And he talked about their gritty work ethic, you know, and that can carry far. Because only 8% of basketball players are gonna play at the next level. I'm talking about just in college, that's from NAIA, church schools, all the way up to Division I. 8%. So that's why we've done this in silence, so to speak. And but that's what trying to jumpstart with the One Eye Scout is getting our numbers in San Antonio higher to be playing at the next level.
Nice. Okay. So Kevin, man, it's been a great interview. But before we leave, you know, I want you to tell us what you got going on in the future, what's on the horizon for the One Eye Scout, the program. I hear you got some good things coming to the gym. So let the people, my tan audience know.
Yeah, we're gonna be working to get, you know, the live period. The next live period is July 12th to the 14th, and we were able to obtain a media pass to the invite, which again, that's going to be a lot of college coaches. With this one, we're going to be able to see some of our guys compete against teams more nationally than would, say, the Great American Shootout, the GASO, Texas Hoops. So I'm looking forward to that, making some more professional connections based upon GABC. We got this invite to go there.
Nice.
We're going to be working on more interviews with coaches on helping them get their face in front of San Antonio families, so that phone call, you're already going to know a little bit about them. We're going to do more player interviews. You know, we got that one coming up, Xavier Rendon out of Pearsall. You know, he's actually the first one because he asked.
Okay.
You know, and it's been interesting because once we've done that interview with Coach Braun, people are asking.
Nice.
So I know that there's interest out there.
Okay.
And finally, we're working on getting some NBA interviews.
Nice.
And building out those connections. Because we've been doing this, like I said, for 12 years. Just now came up to surface level and letting people know what we have and what we've been doing.
Well, we really appreciate what you're doing over here at TAN TV. And we're getting ready to gear up for the NCAA that's coming to San Antonio.
Yeah.
Man, so we're going to be right there in that mix.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to doing some good projects like that. Getting ready to wrap up this great conversation here with Kevin Howe, a.k.a. the One-Eyed Scout, y'all. And, you know, what I like to do, Kevin, you know, before we end our interview is this is the coffee break, as you know. And so we got our traveling coffee cups today. It doesn't matter what it is, it's what's in your cup. And so today I would like to say what's in my cup is unity. I said there's something there that we have to come together at this time. You know, it's the election time, y'all, and you know, it's time where we just have to come together and make sure you vote. So my unity is we come together and vote. Everyone go to the polls and vote. That's what's in my cup. What's in your cup, Kevin?
You know what, Vance, my cup today is relationships. Because relationships matter. Relationships help build. Relationships help bring people along. And so, very optimistic about the relationships that we've been building and continue to build and where we're going to go.
Nice. So there you have it, y'all. It's been a great show. And before I go, I do want to let you know a few things that's happening here at TAN TV. We have a wonderful project that's currently flowing right now. If you've been going to TAN, TAAN.TV, y'all, or the AfricanAmericanNetwork.com and check out a project we have with Mr. Reginald Ballard, a.k.a. Bruh Man. From the 5th floor, y'all. He's searching for the perfect sandwich. So go there, go to our website, and he has a perfect sandwich community that we would like for you guys to join. So that's one of the things that's happening on TAN TV. You know about Bruh Man?
I know about Bruh Man.
What you know about Bruh Man?
From the 5th floor. I watched this man growing up. Yeah, I know Bruh Man.
And you know what? I'm gonna have to throw this in, man. You know, man, it's been a pleasure. And I was wondering what I was just thinking about with you, you know, and how you working with the kids that then that might not got that shot and is working to give them. You know, and this might be before your time, Kevin, but there was a sitcom back in the day called The White Shadow. Y'all remember The White Shadow right here, boy? That's my man. So it's been a great time here, y'all, here at TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. So stay tuned for some more stuff coming from the big fella here, the One-Eyed Scout, and San Antonio basketball. We out.